Alright, it's finally time. So, welcome one and all. Welcome to the most important preview for Chelsea FC in the last 9 years. That's right, guys. Welcome to the preview of the UEFA Champions League final. So, before we do begin, I would like to ask the people who have not subscribed already to please do so, as it does help me out and it does help the channel grow. So, with that being said, let's get into it. So, before we dive into the predicted lineups as well as the team news, let's first of all have a small recap of this season. So, Chelsea did start off this season with a few blockbuster signings. There were signings like Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech as well as Kai Havertz. So, there was a lot of expectations for this young side, and because arguably Chelsea's greatest ever player was given the managerial role, it did feel like something new, like something special was unfolding before our eyes. However, fast forward to the middle of this season and Chelsea's statistics were in absolute tatters. They were in 10th position. With the form they were in at that time, it did seem like they were going to go down even lower. They were making these bottom tier teams look like almost like a Bayern Munich, weren't they? And so yeah, this did leave a lot of question marks for the Chelsea board, which did result in Frank Lampard losing his job. And Thomas Tuchel was bought in with at that time it did seem like a really optimistic objective of finishing off in the top 4. And look at what an impact this manager has had on the players, you guys. He has managed to bring them from 10th position to a top 4 spot, and not only this, he has managed to guide them to an FA Cup final as well as a Champions League final, which is Chelsea's first ever opportunity to win the Champions League since 2012, when they managed to beat Bayern Munich in their own backyard. So this team does require a lot of praise, irrespective of this current slump they are in. I know they did just lose to Villa and a few other disappointing results, but let's have faith, you guys. Let's hope that the team as well as Tuchel will be able to rejuvenate themselves and give it their absolute maximum in this one last game, in this Champions League final. So moving on, I am aware that Thomas Tuchel's statistics in cup finals is not great. I do know that he has only won 3 cup finals out of a possible 7 when you compare this to Pep Guardiola's statistics at cup finals, he almost never loses, losing just once, I assume, to Jose Mourinho's Real Madrid back in the day. So when you go to look at this, it does seem really it does seem a little scary from a Chelsea fan's perspective. But let's hope Thomas Tuchel does learn from his previous mistakes. I mean, he does seem like the type of guy to, keep improving, keep moving forward. And he did say that Pep Guardiola was his sort of a mentor. He does look up to Pep Guardiola. So this is his opportunity, isn't it? It is the opportunity for Thomas Tuchel to beat Pep Guardiola in a knockout game, which will establish Thomas Tuchel, in my opinion, to be in the same tier as Pep Guardiola. So I do hope for this game Thomas Tuchel does not overthink it and does provide a relatively solid lineup along with a relatively straightforward strategy that manages to beat this extremely impressive Manchester City side. Alright guys, so moving on to my predicted lineup, I am going to be really optimistic here and assume Edouard Mendy will be fit for tomorrow's game, because Thomas Tuchel has been a little bit silent in relation to his fitness. So yeah, let's hope for the best, and I will be putting him in my predicted team lineup. So Edouard Mendy will be my selected goalkeeper, because definitely we will need a world-class goalkeeper to minimize the attacking threat that Man City have up front. And also it must be noted that Edouard Mendy should definitely start, because it's been a sort of a really inspiring story in relation to Edouard Mendy, hasn't it? I mean, at one point he didn't have a club. He was, his contract was terminated in the French second division, and he's worked his way up step by step, and now he will be hopefully starting in a Champions League final. So moving on to the 3 defenders, naturally Thiago Silva will be my first pick, and it must be noted that Thiago Silva, similar to Thomas Tuchel has a chance at redemption, doesn't he? He has the opportunity to win the Champions League after he and Tuchel bottled it under PSG. So yeah, Thiago Silva will be there in my predicted lineup along with Antonio Rudiger as well as Cesar Azpilicueta. So moving on to the wing backs, I'm going to naturally predict Reece James to be the right wing back, mainly due to his physical strength and due to his attacking prowess, which I presume is going to be key in limiting the Man City attack from the wings. And yeah, the left wing back role will be Benjamin Chilwell. So moving on to the midfield, which I feel is the most important part of the puzzle for tomorrow's game. N'Golo Kante will definitely be starting as long as he can walk, irrespective of his match fitness. I don't see Chelsea honestly winning without N'Golo Kante, so he will be one of the central defenders along with Jorginho. Okay, so moving on to the attacking midfielders as well as the striker, I am going to go out on a limb yet again, you guys, and not select Christian Pulisic in the starting 11, mainly because from what we have seen in the past, he seems to relish the chances when he starts from the bench. So I'm going to assume he's going to be a sort of a super sub and thereby select Mason Mount as well as Kai Havertz to be the attacking midfielders with Timo Werner up front. Now I am aware that Timo Werner is very low on confidence as of late and his goal conversion rate keeps going lower and lower. However, I genuinely do believe that if we are going to beat Manchester City tomorrow, we need that work ethic that Timo Werner provides along with the chances he makes. So yeah guys, that will be my predicted lineup. So moving on to my score predictions, because I am a Chelsea fan, I am going to predict a 2-1 win for Chelsea FC or a 1-1 win where we win the penalty shootout. So that's all from me for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment on who you think Tuchel will start for this final Champions League game. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video.